One lucky person is getting the chance to find romance.
I'm sure it is actually nice. Maybe I should just push the boat out.
They're about to go on 3 blind dates, and each date is cooking them dinner. But will anyone be hungry for more? This is Dinner Date.
I think the worst thing that could happen tonight is another pair of skinny jeans.
Today's Dinner Date is 23-year-old fashion sales rep Lucie.
I would describe myself as bubbly. I'm always the funny one. So I have a degree in contour fashion, which is designing swimwear, sportswear, lingerie, corsets. So it's more designed for the body and everything like that. I think skinny jeans is a no-go for men now. I think it's in the past, like, we've got to get past it.
So skinny jeans are a red flag, but what kind of man would get Lucie panting?
I'm looking for good personality, into their fitness massively, healthy lifestyle and diet. Obviously, personality and communication is a big one for me. Height is and isn't important to me. I'm happy with, like, you know, 5'10" and above. Because I work in fashion, so I have to, like, you know, want to look the part with the person.
She wants a fellow fashionista on a date, but what does Lucie like on her plate?
I will do, like, my salmon, my broccoli, and, like, my rice. My ideal meal is just really easy and simple. Nothing, like, fried, basically. It's actually really, really good.
Should be. You cooked it. Lucie is going to be given 5 menus, each put together by a potential blind date. The 5 men behind the menus have all come up with a 3-course meal, but Lucie will only be having dinner with 3 of them. She'll choose her dates based on the menu she most likes the look of. So, who are the men behind the menus?
Menu 1.
Per l'autobus, per la biblioteca. My heritage is Italian. I can speak some Italian, nothing.
Together. Straight from the cherry vine. Pasta with fresh cherry tomatoes and basil. Pasta, that's quite easy. This will leave you saying, I miss you, after a delightful traditional tiramisu. It's not my favourite tiramisu, but I'm sure it's lovely. I did actually get an E in Italian in GCSEs, so menu 2.
So on a Sunday, I like to have a bath. I'm hoping to find someone that's more of a bath person than a shower person. Share the water. No, I wouldn't do that.
30-year-old building surveyor and bath fan Adam is behind menu 2. He's pampering his date with halloumi wrapped in bacon for the starter. There's a main course of chicken in a mushroom sauce, and he'll pull the plug on the evening with a chocolate brownie and ice cream. But will this menu have Lucie showering him with compliments?
A tasty bird and a fungui cooked chicken with mushroom sauce, mashed potatoes and mixed vegetables. Just realised what he was trying to say just then. I'm the tasty bird, he's the fungi. That is not really my favourite, but because it's in a sauce, I feel like maybe it would be okay. But yeah, it sounds okay. It's a clean meal, and I'm here for that. You'll think I'm super sweet and a bit fruity after this. Layer brownie with white and milk chocolate, sauce strawberries, red berry, coulis and homemade vanilla ice cream. Definitely winning it on the dessert. I actually think he's really trying and putting an effort in here, which I think I appreciate. Menu 3.
The main sports that I'm interested in are football, cricket and tennis. From a young age, I've been playing all 3 of those sports. Not so much now, because I've sort of switched the bat and ball for the pints.
Menu 3 is from 26-year-old sports consultant Nick. His fitness-themed menu kicks off with an Italian cheese-stuffed mushroom starter. For the main course, he's gone for salmon and a hot wasabi sauce before it all cools down with cookies and cream cheesecake for dessert. But will Lucie feel the burn with this menu?
Showing off my silky skills with cheesy stuffed mushrooms. Oh my God, why is there so many mushrooms? With ricotta, parmesan, and mozzarella. I'm sure it is actually nice. Maybe I should just push the boat out. Keepy uppy your stamina for the main. Grilled salmon with wasabi, lemon cream sauce, caramelized broccoli, garlic, oregano, roast potatoes. That is literally what I eat at home. And I just realised he has that keepy uppy, so he might be a footballer. And menu 4.
My absolute dream one day is go to United States of America because I want to get famous in California, baby.
The 4th menu comes from 26-year-old personal trainer Thiago, who's originally from Brazil. There's a starter of pastel frito de frango, which are like Brazilian Cornish pasties. His main course is the chicken and rice dish galinhada, and dessert is a Brazilian flan. But will Lucie think this menu is Brazilian?
Muscle food for mains. Galihanda? A Brazilian chicken and rice dish. Okay, so based on the fact that I don't know how to pronounce it, that probably means it's a dish from another country. That means chicken and rice. I like a bit of protein and a bit of carbs, so yeah, I'm here for that. Muscle food, yep, the gym. Let's get physical over the flantastic dessert, a homemade Brazilian flan. Probably going to be some sort of fruit on like a little sponge, maybe a little glaze on it. So I would be interested to see how good of a Brazilian he is. 5th and final menu.
There's more and more people these days that are getting into backgammon. You know, it's a game that's been around for thousands of years, and it's been around for thousands of years for a reason.
The 5th and final menu is from Ollie, a 27-year-old music writer and backgammon enthusiast. Ollie has composed a menu of pappardelle pasta with prawns for his starter. He's hoping his aubergine parmesan and main course will be a hit. And the final note is a chocolate roll cake for afters. But will this menu strike a chord with Lucie?
King prawn pappardelle, garlic chili prawns with fresh pappardelle. I do love prawns, I always have that as a starter. Music be the food of love, dine on. Aubergines parmigiana, served with homemade focaccia and salad. That's more of a side to me. Maybe they're into music. I think this guy actually might be a little bit older. Then he did say the word pain, which does make me think he's not.
Lucie's seen all 5 menus on offer, but which 3 have taken her fancy?
Menu 2, menu 3, and menu 4.
So, Lucie has chosen menu 2 from Adam, menu 3 from Nick, and menu 4 from Thiago. Over the next 3 nights, Lucie will meet each of the men behind the menu she's chosen. They'll all be making her a slap-up 3-course meal, but who will she want to see for seconds at the end of the week? First to cook for Lucie is building surveyor Adam.
I've been single for about 2 years now. Inevitably, yes, looking for a life partner, but very slowly, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day.
So he's in no rush, but what sort of woman would get Adam moving?
So I recently bought this place to renovate, fix up and sell on. Ideally, I'd like someone that wouldn't mind getting their hands dirty and getting stuck in and wouldn't mind picking up a paintbrush or a screwdriver. Even if they don't know what they're doing, you've got to try these things.
So someone who doesn't mind getting their hands dirty, but he doesn't like getting his phone dirty. Got it. When Lucie saw Adam's menu, she said she didn't like mushrooms, but the brownie dessert won her over. She thought her date might be a fun guy, so tonight, will there be mushroom for romance, or will they just get spored of each other? Adam starts prep with the brownie for his dessert. He adds baking powder to a bowl of flour, then melts chocolate chips and butter in the microwave. 2 eggs are cracked into a bowl of white and brown sugar, with some shell for good measure.
Shell everywhere.
Don't crack under the pressure. He adds cocoa powder to his dry ingredients, and then it's time to combine the dry and the wet, and whisk it all up. That was the plan anyway.
This isn't right. I haven't baked in years, so I'm just going to hope that this works. But if not, I have got a backup just in case. And if it works out well, I'm going to have a backup brownie and a homemade brownie. So everyone's a winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Chopped white chocolate goes into the brownie mix. Then it's poured into a deep baking tray and popped into the oven. Next, homemade ice cream.
I'm not following a recipe. I've seen videos online, so I'm just going to try it, blag it and hope for the best.
Never made it before. No recipe. Strap in. double cream, condensed milk and vanilla extract get given a good whisking. The creamy mix goes into a tub and into the freezer. Now the berry coulis to accompany his brownie. To a pan over heat, he throws in frozen berries and sugar.
On the website I looked at, it said it depends on the bitterness of your berries as opposed to how much sugar you put in. But I haven't tried them because they're frozen. I'm just going to blag it. Suck it and see. Story of my life.
Seems it's a case of fake it till you make it, but can Adam fake it when he dates it?
I'm really nervous because if you're someone who I don't feel like I'm attracted to, looks-wise, it's going to be quite a long evening.
Hopefully, it'll fly by. He blends his coulis and sets it aside to strain through a sieve. Chilli sauce for the starter now, and Adam is playing it very safe.
Let's get these chilies cut.
He chops chilies along with garlic. Then into a pan of water, Adam adds Chinese vinegar, sugar and the chilies and garlic. To thicken his chilli sauce, he uses corn flour mixed with water. How's it taste?
Oh, it's spicy. I'm not going to lie.
The super hot chilli sauce goes in the fridge, and Adam checks on his brownie.
So it's not wobbly anymore. So it should be all right. I mean, I haven't baked in years, so I wasn't expecting miracles, but that's atrocious.
Not even a miracle could save that. While Adam's rock-solid brownie cools, all that's left to prep is the mushroom sauce for his chicken main. Into a pan goes butter, pre-sliced mushrooms and single cream. He seasons his sauce with salt, Worcestershire sauce, pepper and dried oregano. Quick taste test.
That's actually fine.
And that's prep done.
So now all that's left is to lay the table and get ready.
Get a wriggle on, Adam, because Lucie's just round the corner and raring to go.
Just excited to get started and meet the person and have a good night. Worst case scenario, I think, would probably be maybe someone who's like really short.
I'm hoping she's a very attractive looking lady, bubbly, bright, funny, and I'm hoping that she's just as chatty as I am. So I hope it's not just a one-sided conversation, really.
Will Lucie's date with Adam be full of good conversation and laughs?
Here we go. Hello.
Hi.
All right.
Or will that rock our brownie have her heading home for an early bath? Today's dinner date, fashion sales rep Lucie is going for 3 romantic dinners, each cooked by a blind date. At the end of the week, she'll take one of her dates out for a meal they haven't had to cook. But right now, she's just arrived for her first date with property surveyor Adam.
Hello.
Hi.
All right.
I'm Lucie.
Hello,
Nice
Adam.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Lucie, come in.
Thank
Come
you.
in.
Glass of vino to get things going.
It's nice to meet
No,
you.
it's nice to meet you. Thank you.
Cheers. Welcome.
Cheers.
And Lucie is keen to know where the money for the wine came from.
What do you do for work?
I'm a surveyor, so I work for a housing association.
Oh, what,
so
like property survey?
Yeah, like property survey, yeah.
right,
How about
right.
yourself?
I actually work in fashion, so I work for a Danish
Okay.
fashion company. I'm
Okay.
actually like a sales rep there. So
You'll be judging what I'm going to be wearing and stuff, probably.
I
yeah?
mean, more than likely,
Yeah.
yeah.
But don't let that worry you, Adam. As he goes off to sort his halloumi starter, do these two have designs on each other? Or is romance already out of fashion?
He is a little bit on the short side. He's not my initial type, but he does seem like a chatty, fun person. So we'll just see how dinner goes. But yeah, it's a nice little bit short.
I was quite surprised. I mean, I've noticed that she's in heels or something and she's like my height, which for me is a bit of a thing, but if the heels are off, it don't really matter. All the same height line down.
Getting ahead of yourself there, Adam. Doesn't look like he's taken sweet chilli sauce to new heights either.
I can't really serve that. No, do you want some sweet chilli sauce? Shop ball comes in handy.
Solid sauce set aside, Adam plates up his bacon-wrapped halloumi with a bit of salad and the shop-bought sweet chilli sauce. And the starter is served.
Remind me of the dish again?
Halloumi wrapped in bacon.
Yep.
And it's supposed to be a homemade sweet chilli sauce.
Right.
I was literally playing catch with the sauce because it's gone solid in the fridge. So
Right, I see. I
yeah.
see. Well, thank you for being honest.
So what do you make of it so far?
I actually don't really eat pork, but you've done it crispy bacon, and if it was soggy, I wouldn't be able to eat it, so it's fine. It works for me.
Happy days. Thank you.
Talking of happy days, Lucie's keen to tell Adam about her past.
I actually used to be like a professional swimmer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I
Okay.
was like the Commonwealth Games, like the trials and everything. Yeah, I stopped swimming in 2019. It just kind of felt like the right time.
Have you ever like dressed up as a mermaid? Because you've got like the long hair.
I did, but not for swimming. I did when it was
okay.
like in school, you know, and had like those fair days and you
Yeah,
had to dress up and have
yeah.
the competitions.
Well, they've made it through the starter. Let's hope Adam isn't all at sea with the main course. He shallow fries chicken breasts and pops pre-packed veg onto boil. He then heats up his mushroom sauce, then throws aioli all over the floor. That wasn't on the menu.
Oh my days.
What is it?
Garlic sauce.
Oh my God, that stinks.
A quick clean-up, then Adam adds the mixed veg to his chicken and mash, and it's time to crack out that mushroom sauce.
Lucie, do you like mushrooms?
No.
I'll put it on, you can scrape it off. It's not like one big mushroom as such.
Plus, it's in a sauce, so it might be OK, right, Lucie? Regardless, the main course is served.
Okay, well, let me try this mushroom. Yeah.
Yeah, try it. If you don't like it, I can scrape it off.
It actually tastes really nice.
It's a win, and Lucie wants to dig deeper.
So why are you single then?
Because of weird questions about mermaids?
Hang on, let me have a quick swig.
Have a swig.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know.
Well, that wasn't worth a wait.
Do you like baths?
Another weird question.
Do you know what? I actually don't really like baths.
You don't like baths?
No.
Really? Why?
No. I just feel like it's a bit... First 5 minutes is fine, and then you're just kind of like sitting in your own dirt. Is that so?
I love a bath.
Is that your thing?
So sometimes I'll get in the bath without realising I've been in there for like over an hour.
Yeah, no.
And look at you, you think, oh mate, like I'm all shriveled up and horrible.
Talking of shriveled up and horrible, it's time for dessert. Adam's overcooked chocolate brownie.
That's what I've been waiting for. The brownie.
Don't get too excited. Adam's going with brownie plan B, shop-bought brownies.
Hopefully she doesn't notice.
He slices them up and layers them with white chocolate before giving them a quick blast in the microwave. Adam gets his homemade vanilla ice cream out of the freezer, then plates up his gooey mess with chocolate sauce, homemade berry coulis and fresh strawberries. His ice cream finishes it off and dessert is served.
Is this actually all homemade?
This is a shop-bought brownie, but the ice cream, the coulis and everything else...
Let me try this ice cream.
Yeah, let me try this ice cream. A proper spoon's worth.
Oh, what? It actually tastes good. It tastes like vanilla ice cream.
Oh, well. Let's cheers to that
It's
then.
actually good.
Homemade ice cream's a risky business, but it's paid off, and Adam's not stopping there.
For my 30th, doing a wing walk. So,
Wait, we walk on a wing?
yeah, so you're strapped on top of a plane, but you're on the wings. So if I called the place up and said, can I add another person to my booking?
What time?
I don't know yet.
I'm probably busy.
Busy.
And with that brush off, dinner and the date are over.
Thank you. Well, nice to meet you and thank you for tonight.
Yeah, take
Thank
care.
you.
Hopefully see you soon.
We'll see.
So what did Lucie make of her first date?
For me tonight, I don't think there was that spark. In saying that, he did take me by surprise, and I actually did really enjoy my night, so I think I can't judge too soon.
I think there was a few disasters with the food, i.e. sweet chilli sauce, mushroom sauce, brownie. See, for me, I always say, always leave them wanting more. So hopefully that's what I did.
Lucie will be the one who decides which of her dates to take out at the end of the week, but which of them will want to go out with her. All 3 dates will be scoring her out of a possible 3 stars. So, how did Adam rate his date?
There's still more I'd like to get to know about her, but overall, after tonight, I'll give Lucie 2 stars.
So that's 2 stars for Lucie from Adam. Something went wrong with every course, but he managed to get mushroom sauce pasta. So did he leave Lucie wanting more, despite being a kitchen disaster? Another day, another dinner date. And tonight is with sports consultant Nick.
I've been single for about 2.5 years now. Been on a few dates here and there, but no one's really caught my eye enough to settle down, really, I guess. So still sort of playing the field,
So what kind of woman would this sporty chap like to score with?
My ideal woman would be open-minded, someone with a nice body and a nice bum. Poor hygiene would be the biggest sort of turn-off for me. Looking after yourself is a priority of mine, basically.
So, someone clean and open-minded then. Righto. When she saw Nick's menu, Lucie said she'd push the boat out for the starter despite not being a fan of mushrooms, and she said the salmon main course was something she'd eat at home. Lucie suspected her date might be a footballer, so will tonight's date hit the back of the net, or will romance be left back at home? Nick starts prep with his cookies and cream cheesecake dessert. For the base, cookies and melted butter get mixed up in a blender. Nick decants his cookie crumbs into a cake tin, but is he confident he won't crumble tonight?
Obviously, this is a blind date, so yeah, I think the nerves are creeping in slightly, but I'm a cool guy, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, play it cool. Talking of which, the base goes into the fridge to chill. Now, the cheesecake filling, which is made with cream cheese, sugar, vanilla extract, and a whole lot of elbow grease.
I don't have an electric whisk. I do hope she appreciates the effort.
You'll just have to take a whisk. Nick adds gelatin and melts white chocolate.
It's just fascinating looking into the microwave.
But does he not have a telly? To his cream cheese and sugar mix, Nick adds single cream, the melted chocolate and crushed cookies. It's poured onto his biscuit base, then it's into the fridge to set. Starter now, and the cheesy mushrooms. First, Nick removes their stalks. He makes the cheesy filling by mixing together ricotta, mozzarella and parmesan. That's all spooned into the mushrooms to be cooked later. One course to go, the salmon main.
This is the main show, so I hope she likes it.
For the wasabi sauce, he starts with sour cream. But how will we know if Nick is sweet on his date tonight?
I think you'll know if I like the girl if I'm just joking around with her, teasing her maybe. Then I think it's pretty obvious that I might like her.
To the sour cream, he adds mayo and then a teaspoon of super spicy wasabi.
No one wants too much wasabi in their mouth. That probably guarantees my chances of not getting a second date.
Chill out, you haven't had the first one yet. Lemon juice and chopped spring onions are added to the sauce and it's into the fridge. He brushes salmon fillets with oil and they join the sauce. Spuds chopped and onto boil. Nick combines mayo and chopped garlic with a sprinkle of dried oregano and he seasons flamboyantly.
Bit of salt bay action as well.
Potatoes boiled, they're drained to be roasted when his date arrives, and that's the prep done.
Right, that's everything cooked. Time to get ready and hope you have a good evening. Let's do it.
Choose your wardrobe wisely, Nick, because Lucie's on her way and she has opinions.
I think the worst thing that could happen tonight is probably the door opening to another pair of skinny jeans. I think if I'm a little bit more reserved tonight or a bit less, so easy to talk to, I feel like that's probably a sign that I do like the person, fancy them.
I think I've done enough, but time will tell, and we'll see if she comes back for the second date, really. Showtime.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. Hi.
Nice to meet you. Come on in.
I'm Lucy.
I'm Nick. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Come
to
on
meet
in.
you, Nick.
Come on
Thank
in.
you.
The date kicks off on a very high balcony. Don't look down.
Cheers.
To a good evening.
Good evening.
Fingers crossed, eh?
It will be. I'm sure it will be. Is this your first blind date?
This is my first time.
Is it?
God, I was a little bit nervous, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah, I was a little bit nervous. I was like, I have no idea what to expect,
Yeah.
you know? Obviously, a very pretty girl, so yeah, I'm
Thank
happy.
you.
I'm happy.
Good.
Are you happy?
I'm happy.
You happy?
I'm
Oh,
happy.
yeah,
No,
that's-
I'm
that's the
happy. I'm
main
good.
thing.
I'm happy.
Think they might be happy. As Nick slips off to sort his starter, putting his cheesy mushrooms in the oven, is the sky the limit for these two? Or has one of them already got vertigo?
He is my type, and he's taller than me, and he's not wearing skinny jeans. Actually, I need to check that.
The dinner date gods have looked over me today. They've provided me with a good girl, so look, I'm happy and I can't complain. I don't know what she thinks about us, but I quite like her anyway. I think she's pretty.
She says he's her type and he thinks she's pretty. Might they find love on the flirtieth floor? Or will the sight of his slim-fitting jeans have her headed straight for the door? Today's dinner date, fashion sales rep Lucie is going on 3 blind dates, and each date is making a dinner. She's already dined with property surveyor Adam, and right now, she's just arrived for her date with sports consultant Nick. Nick's putting the potatoes for his main course in the oven. Then it's time to serve his starter, cheesy stuffed mushrooms with rocket on the side. But Lucie needs to get something off her chest.
Do you want to know something?
Go for it.
I don't actually like mushrooms.
So why did you choose my menu?
Because I like the rest of the mushrooms, but...
Wow.
Okay.
Dig in.
Oh no, it tastes really good.
Clearly spurred on by this momentous mushroom moment, Nick wants to know more about Lucie.
So what do you do for a living?
So I actually work for a Danish fashion company.
Okay.
My role is kind of like sales / like sort of a buying kind of role.
And do you enjoy what you do?
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah? You seem like a fashionable person anyway.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So obviously, hire the right person, it seems anyway.
Well, at least you think I'm fashionable. At least that's come across that.
So how would you rate my look for tonight?
I mean, I tell you what though, I like the fact you've accessorised. Some people don't wear it, and I like that.
Thoughtfully omitting her views on skinny jeans, very diplomatic. Time for the main. Nick sears his salmon fillets and gets his potatoes out of the oven.
That is hot. Ooh.
He plates up his scorching spuds, slips on the salmon, parsley garnish and his spicy wasabi sauce. The main course is served.
Are you good with spice?
No, it's fine.
Are you okay?
Buoyed by his salmon success, Nick brings out the big guns.
I was with my friends on the Eurostar. So David Attenborough was there with his, like, entourage.
So David Attenborough's boys.
So we walk on the train and we were looking at our train, just like, hang on a second, like, why is he in our seats? Like, but he insisted, like, him and his guys insisted to move in. And then about an hour into the train journey, we realised we're on the wrong train. He was in the right seat the whole time, basically.
Well, at least Nick was on the right track with the main course. Lucie clearly had no reservations. Time for Pud. Nick gets his cheesecake out of the fridge. Oh, never mind that it's not set. Just slop it into a bowl and pop on some strawberries. Dessert is served.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. It's nice. It tastes really good.
It's tasty. That's the main thing. Who cares about presentation?
Some people do. But anyway, Nick's keen for them to firm up their relationship status.
How long have you been single for?
3 months or so now.
Okay.
That was a bit of a surprise face.
No. 3 months, that's like really cool.
I don't really just settle. You don't want to just like go for someone that doesn't meet kind of your standards.
I've been single officially, I'd say 2.5 years. It was like my last like real relationship.
Do you feel like there's a reason why?
Honestly, it's them, not me.
Of course it is. And with that, dinner and the date are done.
Hey.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you so
Go
much.
safe. I really enjoyed tonight.
And so did I.
Enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you.
Take
Goodbye.
care. Bye-bye.
So what did Lucie make of her second date?
We had like a bit of a spark, there's lots of conversation. He was obviously more of my type. And the food was actually really, really good.
When I first saw her, there was an initial attraction, especially from my end. She was a very pretty girl. I think throughout the night, I like to think the momentum was there and that we had a lot to speak about.
And how did Nick rate his date?
If I'm brutally honest, I'm not too sure she probably liked us maybe as much as I liked her. So I think we're gonna give Lucie 2 stars.
So that's 2 stars for Lucie from Nick. She felt a spark, but he seems to be in something of a muddle. At least Lucie didn't seem to mind that his cheesecake was basically a puddle. Lucie's third and final date is with Brazilian-born personal trainer Thiago.
I am ready. I moved from Brazil 4.5 years ago. I arrived here in 2018 and I was really struggling to learn English, but now it's fluently.
So what sort of woman would leave this Brazilian beefcake tongue-tied?
I'm looking for someone who eats healthy, go to the gym and get a very healthy lifestyle like me.
I hope she likes muscles.
Get ready for a large portion of Brazilian, Lucie. When she saw Thiago's menu, Lucie sussed from his muscle food main course that he might be a gym bunny. His dessert piqued her interest, and she wondered how good of a Brazilian her date might be. So will tonight be full of pumped-up passion, or will there be Rio no chance of romance? Thiago starts with his main course, a chicken and rice dish called galinhada. To chicken thighs, he adds lime juice, salt and pepper before giving them a good massage.
I will do my best, guys. I swear I do my best.
Can't ask for anything more. He moves on to his sauce, chopping an onion.
Just cry a little bit because of the onion, but is everything okay?
Emotions in check, Thiago browns his chicken thighs while he slices peppers and chops garlic. Brown chicken out of the pan, he then pops his onions, garlic and peppers on to fry in the juices. But does he think tonight he might meet the galinhada of his dreams?
I'm very nervous a little bit, but I'm very positive and hope she's not taller than me, otherwise I have to walk like this.
You'll need to stay on your tiptoes, your date likes a tall man. Into the pan goes tomato puree along with peas and sweet corn. And then Thiago pops the chicken back in. He adds water and leaves it to simmer. Now for his starter, pastel frito de frango, which are Brazilian pasties. But in a change to the advertised menu, Thiago's using chicken, not beef. He puts chicken breasts into a pan of water over heat. But how does this bodybuilding PT hope to turn up the temperature tonight?
If she asks, I will say to her, yeah, you can touch my muscles and I can teach you some bodybuilding poses and stuff like that, because probably she likes the gym as well.
Chopped peppers and onions are sautéed. Then Thiago adds a Brazilian spice blend and chopped spring onions, which go in along with spicy chicken seasoning and tomato puree.
So look, I can work out 4 arms, you see? Put in the tomato puree.
Well, there's no arm in showing off. Water goes in and his veg mix is left to cook while Thiago makes the dough, which requires precision.
I never make dough before.
Surely he needs weighing scales. A random amount of flour is decided upon and Thiago beats 3 eggs, which are added along with water. He gives it a really good stir, then gets stuck in. Literally.
I think it's not supposed to look like that.
He's not wrong.
I think it's not gonna work. Guys, I don't know what's going on.
Thiago appears to have found himself in a sticky situation.
No. Man, I created a monster, man. What am I doing? Have to wash this.
With the dough ditched, it's time to check on the chicken for his filling.
Oh no! Oh my god, the chicken. The chicken's always ruined.
This is no time to chicken out. The non-burnt bits are shredded with a fork and then go in with the spicy veg mix. Just dessert to go, and let's hope this time it all goes to flan. Thiago beats eggs in a small dish, fills it right to the brim with condensed milk, and then transfers it into a suitable size bowl. He uses the condensed milk can to measure out milk. A quick stir, and eventually it all goes into a baking dish and into bake. And finally, prep is done.
I have to shave, put nice clothes, my perfume, and my Brazilian charm. And let's do it.
Go get charming, because Lucie's en route and hoping for a cultural experience.
No, I do remember that it was all Brazilian-based, so I do think it's going to be somebody with a bit of culture. It'd be nice to get to know what they're about.
I really hope when I open up the door, is a very, very nice lady coming to have dinner with me. Just positive energies. Yeah.
Hi.
Hey!
Hi, I'm Lucie.
I'm Thiago, nice to meet you.
Thiago.
Come in.
Thank you.
To kick off the evening, Thiago is serving a king-sized portion of compliments.
And you look like a supermodel, so I really like your clothes and stuff.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, hopefully it portrays that I work in fashion.
You look like a Hollywood superstar. Let's celebrate life. Life is beautiful. It's really rare for me to drink. I drink, let's say, like twice a year, maybe in my birthday or... Yes.
So you're using up one of your 2 times on these days? Oh my goodness, I feel privileged.
I'm gonna get our dinner ready for us. Some protein for the muscles.
Exactly.
While the biceps from Brazil goes off to sort his starter, warming up his pastel frito de frango filling. Are things going to work out between these two? Or is romance already a dead weight?
Why another pair of skinny jeans? I think that we probably have a lot in common when it comes to like diet and gym. His English with his accent's actually really nice.
I like her hair, her style, I like her eyes, her smile is really beautiful. And she's not taller than me, so that's something I'm really happy.
This could get interesting. After his earlier dough disaster, Thiago's serving a low-carb version of his Brazilian pasties. The spicy chicken filling goes in a bowl, fresh parsley to garnish, and before serving, he fetches the flan for dessert out of the oven and sets aside to cool. Then, the starter is served with an excuse.
This is supposed to be inside the dough. It's supposed to be like a pastry, a Brazilian pastry, which is really nice. But everything went wrong. It was like I was trying like to mix, and it didn't work. I was like, oh, I was like desperate. I was like, oh my God, everything's go wrong. But
You didn't think about buying some backup already made pastry?
I didn't have a plan B, to be honest. I was like, it was just this, you know.
But how does the naked pasty taste?
Well, it's definitely chicken.
She's not wrong. Thiago has styled it out so far, and Lucie wants to know more about his clothing credentials.
Do you think you're like much into your fashion?
Yeah, I usually do also modeling jobs.
What kind of modelling do you do then?
Underwear?
Underwear? I've had a guess you might say underwear.
Yeah.
Well, if you work out,
underwear.
it's fair enough. It takes a lot of confidence anyway to do something like that.
But underwear is a luxury when it comes to Thiago's side hustle.
On the weekends, I work as a butler in the buff. Have you heard about this?
So like waist down, like apron.
Yeah, apron, just an apron, yeah. It's an extra income as well, so I just do this on the weekend sometimes.
My gosh, you have a crazy life.
Surprised we managed to catch him with his clothes on at all. With the starter done, it's time for the main. Thiago warms through the chicken for his galinhada, while Lucie enjoys her wine. He plates it up with boiled rice, and the main course is served.
Okay. No, really nice.
The food appears to be speaking for itself, but Thiago's keen to share his native tongue with Lucie.
I can teach you some Portuguese if you want.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, so we can start with simple things like good morning, we say bom dia.
Bom dia.
And thank you, we say obrigado.
Obrigado. Okay, well, that was a bit silly, but thank you.
He taught Lucie some Portuguese, but it seems Thiago usually likes to let his body do the talking.
How many push-ups can you do?
Oh my God, no, I can't do push-up. Maybe like 2, but no.
I was going to challenge you to do at least 5.
Upper body is not as strong as the lower body.
Mine is inverted. My upper body is much stronger than my lower body.
I feel like that's most guys, though, isn't it? They prefer like upper body.
Get the pump, you know?
No, I could definitely see there's a pump up top.
Well, the main got them pumped up. Now it's time to see if dessert can make Thiago's fantasies come true. He whips up a syrup by heating water with brown sugar in a pan, then flings out his flan, pours over the syrup, and dessert is served.
I hope you enjoy it.
No, I'm sure I will.
It's my first time doing this, so I hope...
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe you should try it first and tell me if it's supposed to actually taste like that or not.
All right.
Is it how it should be?
This is how it should be.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
In the UK, we have like something called creme brulee.
Oh, yes. But I've never tried before.
What do you think of fish and chips?
It's too much fat. You know, I cannot have fat. I have to, keep,
Keep it lean.
keep everything in place, as you can see. You want to touch?
No,
You can touch, it's fine.
It's definitely there, that's for sure. No,
With Lucie dumbstruck, it's time to say obrigada and ciao.
well,
Okay.
thank you. Yeah. Once again, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
So what did Lucie make of her third and final date?
He was very confident. He was a little bit more forward than I was expecting at times. But I do think he did a really good job, and I will eat Brazilian food again after this.
Tonight went really well. I was surprised when I opened the door. I like her hair. I like her eyes. I do want to see her again, and I want to try to kiss her next time.
And how did Thiago rate his date?
We have a great laugh. We had a great time. So I'm gonna give Lucie 2.5 stars.
So that's 2.5 stars for Lucie from Thiago. With his compliments and delicious food, he tried very hard to please her. Will Lucie be back for another slice of this hunky Portugueser? The dinners have been eaten and the dates are done and dusted. Now Lucie must decide which one of our tempting trio she wants to see again. Who will she be taking out for a romantic meal? And who will be eating in alone? Today's dinner date, fashion sales rep Lucie has just finished 3 days of back-to-back blind dates. Now it's time for her to decide who she wants to see for seconds over a romantic meal for two at a top restaurant. Lucie's first date was with property surveyor Adam.
Hi.
And he didn't quite measure up.
My first impression of Adam was he was kind of a bit shorter than me. Obviously, he was very skinny jeans. It's nice to meet you. Thank you.
Cheers. Welcome.
Cheers. I think maybe his humour was a bit different to mine, and that maybe made it a bit awkward at times.
Do you like baths?
I actually don't really like baths. First 5 minutes is fine, and then you're just kind of like sitting in your own dirt. Adam's cooking skills, there was a few bits that obviously he did mess up in the dishes. It's actually all homemade.
This is a shop-bought brownie.
Adam, like, he was quite adventurous.
For my 30th, doing a wing walk. So
Wait, we walk on a wing? We could have a good time together. He could probably push me out of my comfort zone a bit.
Adam gave Lucie 2 stars, but will she be back for seconds of him? Date number 2 was with sports consultant Nick.
Hey.
He met with her approval.
When Nick opened the door, I was pleasantly surprised. He was obviously tall, he was very well dressed. I like the fact you've accessorised. I think the conversation with Nick was actually very easygoing. We didn't seem to have much awkwardness. There might have been a few moments.
So David Attenborough was there with his like entourage.
So David Attenborough's boys. The negatives was his cheesecake wasn't really a cheesecake. It was more of a puddle. Nice, it tastes really good.
It's tasty. Who cares about presentation?
Me and Nick, we had great conversations. He was sort of more of my type.
Nick gave Lucie 2 stars, but will she be on his doorstep tonight? Lucie's third and final date was with personal trainer Thiago.
Hi.
Hey!
He came on quite strong.
And you look like a supermodel, so
Thank you, thank you, well.
you look like a Hollywood superstar.
The conversation with Thiago at times was maybe a little bit weird. I think sometimes it took a bit of a left turn.
How many push-ups can you do?
What, push-ups? Oh my God, no, I can't do push-ups. His forwardness, it just really caught me off guard at times and just sort of, I couldn't get my mind back in the conversation.
You want to touch?
No.
Yeah. You can touch, it's fine.
It's definitely there, that's for sure. It was good food. Is it how it should be?
This is how it should be.
Okay,
yeah.
good. I definitely got my protein in that meal, yeah. Well, it's definitely chicken. We do have that gym aspect, you know, we could always like train together, which would be nice, something like that.
Thiago gave Lucie 2.5 stars, but will she want to see him again? Lucie's 3 dinner dates are all getting dressed up and ready to go, but only one of them will have romance knock on their door.
yeah, I'm hoping to get picked because I still think there's probably more about Lucie that I'd like to get to know. My date was a bit of a fail, so we'll see.
Although I had a great evening with Lucie and I really enjoyed our time together, I'm not sure we fully clicked. So that being said, I do think it'd be the microwave meal.
I would love to see Lucie again. She's beautiful, she smells very good, and I like her smile.
Lucie's on her way to take someone out for a meal they haven't had to cook. The other 2 will be eating in alone.
All right, fair enough. Spag bowl. Do like a spag bowl.
Cumberland pie. I don't like cheese, man.
That leaves one man who's cooked his way to a romantic meal for 2.
Hi, Nick. Would you like to go on a date with me?
I would love to go on a date with you.
Is this for you, by the way?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You look lovely. It's lovely to see you.
You look lovely.
Would you like to go?
Let's do it.
Lucie and Nick are off for a candlelit dinner.
Your cheesecake didn't quite turn out, but I chose you because I had the best time with you.
Romance might be on the menu for Lucie and Nick, but for Adam and Thiago, it's a night in and a ready meal for one.
She's a nice girl, but we weren't each other's type, so I wasn't expecting her to be at the door anyway, to be honest, and I do like a spag bowl, so I'm all happy.
We can do better.
Maybe I'm not her type, you know? What can I do, man? I don't need Lucie, you know, I don't need anything, you know. I need to get pumped and I need to get big, yeah? Excuse me.
We can do better.
Cheers. You made me feel like the most relaxed and like the most comfortable, which was obviously more enjoyable for me. I've definitely made the right decision based off just the day now, the second date we're having. Definitely did make the right decision. Do you go to the gym a lot then or not?
You're not tell?
You're wearing skinny jeans, I feel.
We have similar interests, actually. The more I speak to her, the more I realise we've actually got a lot in common. Yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. I think she's a really down-to-earth girl, very driven, motivated. She has good values, and yeah, we have a lot in common. So I'll be down to see her again if she wants to see me again, of course.
As long as there's no skinny jeans, that'll be a day 3.
Me and you. Just take two. It takes two.